Hey guys, it's Blake with SunflowerOutdoorSports.com TV, and we're here to talk to you today about the Fisher Bullet Space Pen. And let me tell you guys, this thing is really cool. It is very compact. When it's closed, you're looking at about 3.75 inches. And when it's opened up here, it's about 5.25 inches. So let me see. Put it down there so you can see it opened up. So this pen is really cool. You need to go to sunfloweroutdoorsports.com and get yours today. They're only about $22, and you get them in a variety of color. They are made from brass, and this particular one is a chrome finish. You can also get a gold and black, I believe. So hurry up, get to sunfloweroutdoorsports.com and get your pens because they're going fast. Now, I just want to show you a little bit about this pen. This is, I think, an essential EDC item to have. You always have to have a pen with you, no matter what. I personally, main reason I have a pen is, I'm a salesman, businessman. If I don't have a pen with me at all times, I'm taking a chance of losing money. I need that pen to, pull it out of my pocket, ready to, ready to make a deal at any time. And I've carried, quite a few different business pens. I've been carrying this one since about probably 1997, and I just absolutely love it because, again, it fits in my pocket. I've tried the other full-size pens, and I don't like them for several reasons. One, I'm not always wearing a shirt pocket to carry it in, and it's kind of hard to carry a full-size pen in your front pocket. Sometimes it pokes you in the wrong place when you sit down, if you know what I mean, guys. I'm sure girls, it doesn't feel too good on you either. But again, for EDC, business, you need this. You need to have a pen with you at all times, and also for emergency uses. Let's say heaven forbid you get to a car accident. You want to make sure that you have a pen ready to take down the other person's information, because they may not have a pen to write it down for you to get their insurance information and their driver's license number and license plate number, or they just may not want to give it to you. So you've got to write something. You got to write at least their license plate down, so you have some type of record, or if you need to take some statements from witnesses or get their phone numbers, you need to have that pen. Let's say another emergency situation. Let's say you witness something and you need to write down a license plate number. Well, here, oh man, you got your pen. You may not have a piece of paper, but you just, J3, 4, 6, 7, just write it down real quick and you got it. Again, real quick, that kind of jumps into how well this pen writes on different surfaces. It writes on skin very easily. I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, my favorite show was Magnum PI, and I swear that guy could blink at a license plate number and memorize it. That's not me. I have to write it down, and they better drive away pretty slow too, or else I might not even get it then. But another emergency situation, could be, you need to leave a note for somebody. So also, the great thing about this pen was it was developed for the space program. It can write in extreme conditions. It can write in a vacuum. It can write on oily surfaces, wet surfaces, hot temperatures, cold temperatures. Look at this. It writes on paper. Look at that. It writes very nicely. As long as it's not my handwriting, that is, it looks very nicely. But it has a nice smooth ball that it really flows. I like it. Again, I've used many other different business pens, and after a couple sentences, my fingers hurt. I can do 50 pages of paperwork, and my fingers don't feel it at all. If you have to write on cardboard, you're addressing a box to send off a present to somebody. It writes on cardboard real nice. Doesn't the ball doesn't dry up after a few letters or words like a lot of pens do. Again, it's you know, extreme situations. Look at this. This is a piece of melamine board. You know, it's a hard, slick surface, and you can just, you know, keep on writing on this. You know, maybe another pin, you might be able to do one letter, then again the ball, the roller ball on the pin is going to dry up. Not this thing. I personally use this. I've done some work with this melamine type wood, and you know, I've had to draw lines on it for cutting lines and things, and it never fails me. It's always there. You know, another situation, you know, emergency situation is, say if you're in a building that's burning down or something, and you want to leave a note to, you know, an emergency personnel, you know, no one here, so they know that, you know, that no one's there, and it could save an emergency personnel person's life someday. So you know, I think this is a very invaluable piece of equipment that you should have on you at all times. As a matter of fact, you should have two, you know, in case you accidentally misplace one. You always have a backup. You know, like SunflowerOutdoorSports.com saying is, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Before I sign off here, guys, a little quick side note. A couple years after I got my space pen, I got an email from somebody, and they were talking about the pen and the program and all that, and they said that you know, NASA. Did you know NASA spent millions of dollars on developing the space pen, and the Russians used pencils? Well, that's a bunch of malarkey. So if you whip out your space pen and somebody tries to tell you that, you can say, actually, that's not true. The Americans and the Russians used pencil up until about 1965, 1968, and because the space pen, I think, was approved in 1965. And on top of that, Fisher spent the millions of dollars to develop this pen, and then they just sold it basically, you know, for what, you know, retail to, you know, NASA and whoever else. So you can nip that one in the bud. Little side note there, I really, you know, urban legends really get under my skin, because, you know, people are telling a story and they think it's right and all that, and you're just so full of it. But hey, go to SunflowerOutdoorSports.com today and get your space pen. Get two, actually. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.